Your AC just died. The power's out. It's 110 degrees outside, and your bedroom feels like a pizza oven. But what if I told you the Amish have stayed cool for 300 years without a single electric fan? Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're sweating through your sheets right now, wondering how people possibly survived before air conditioning, well, guess what? They did. And not just survive, they thrived. The Amish? They've mastered the art of staying cool the old-fashioned way. No electricity, no $500 mini-splits, just pure common sense and centuries of wisdom. And today, I'm giving you 30 legit Amish tricks to keep your bedroom cool, even when it's hotter than your grandma's meatloaf in July. These aren't just random tips. These are time-tested, battle-hardened, no AC required techniques from real Amish communities across Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. Some are shockingly simple, others brilliantly sneaky, but every single one can help you drop the temperature in your room fast and save hundreds on your electric bill. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be sleeping like a monk in a mountain cave, even if it's 110 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Now, before we dive in, quick heads up. This isn't just open a window and hope for the best. We're going deep into passive cooling, airflow alchemy, and even some forgotten bedroom hacks your great-grandparents knew by heart. Let's break these 30 tricks into 5 powerful categories, so you can mix and match based on your home, your budget, and how desperate you are for relief. 1. The night window flip. You wake up sweating. It's hot inside, maybe even hotter than outside. But here's what the Amish know. You don't open the windows first thing. Nope. They keep them closed during the day, even if it feels stuffy, even if it's 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Why? Because opening them lets hot air rush in. And once it's inside, it's trapped. But the second the sun goes down, that's your signal. Run to every window, throw them wide open. Cool air comes in low. Hot air floats up and escapes. It's like a magic swap. They call it night purge ventilation. Fancy name. But it's just smart. No tools, no cost, just timing. Wait for the sun to drop. Then flood your room with cool night air. It works so well, many Amish families set alarms to wake up and open windows. Simple? Yes. Powerful? Absolutely. You'll feel the change in minutes. The air moves, your skin cools, your room breathes again. 2. Cross-ventilation with purpose. One open window isn't enough. The Amish never stop at one. They always open 2, on opposite sides of the room or house. This creates a breeze right through the bedroom. Hot air gets pushed out. Cool air flows in. It's like a wind tunnel for your house. They call it cross-ventilation. No electricity needed. Just smart window placement. If your bedroom has 2 windows facing different directions, use them. Open both at night. Feel the air move across your skin. Even better, place a small hand-powered fan in the lower window. It pulls in cool air without raising your bill. Some Amish families use old-fashioned box fans with wooden blades. Quiet, tough, and built to last. You don't need fancy gear, just a fan and 2 open paths. Make sure doors are open too, so air can travel. This trick works best after sunset when the outside air is cooler. You'll notice the drop fast. Your room stops feeling still, it starts breathing, and you start cooling down, naturally. 3. High and low window strategy. Heat rises, cool air sinks. The Amish use this every summer. They don't just open any window. They pick the low ones and the high ones. Open a window near the floor first. That lets cool air sneak in. Then open a window up high, like under the eaves or in the attic. That's where hot air piles up. Let it float out. It's like giving your room an escape hatch for heat. The cool air pushes the hot air up and out. No fans, no power, just smart airflow. Some Amish homes have special vents at the top of the walls. They call it letting the house breathe. You don't need special vents. Just open a high window or a skylight. Even cracking a door upstairs helps. The cooler air flows in low. The hot air leaves high. It's a silent cycle. And once it starts, your room feels lighter, fresher, like a deep breath after holding it too long. This trick works best at night. Try it. Feel the change in minutes. 4 cupola cooling. You've seen them on old barns and farmhouses. Small towers on the roof. They look like decorations, but they're not. The Amish call it a cupola. And it's a secret cooling tool. It sits on top of the roof and has slits on the sides. Hot air rises. It escapes through the cupola. Cool air comes in below. No wires, no power. Just smart design. The cupola acts like a chimney for heat. The wind helps too. Even a light breeze pulls hot air out. You don't need to build one. But if your house has an attic fan or a whirlybird vent, turn it on at night. Let it do the same job. The hot air leaves fast. The house cools down. Some Amish families open the cupola in the evening and close it in the morning. It's part of their nightly routine. You can do the same with any roof vent. Just make sure the air has a way in through low windows and a way out up top. Let the heat rise. Let the cool in. It works like magic, and it's free. 5. Doorway. Breezeways air needs a path. If doors are closed, it gets stuck. The Amish keep their doors open, even between rooms. It lets cool air travel through the house like a river. Long hallways act like wind tunnels. A breeze comes in one window, flows down the hall, and exits another. You don't need a big farmhouse. Even in an apartment, this works. Open your bedroom door, crack the bathroom door, leave the closet ajar. These small gaps help air move. Don't block it with furniture either. Keep space under doors clear. If you have a screen door or a porch, open that too. Let the outside in. The goal is flow. Cool air in, hot air out. Some Amish homes are built with airflow in mind. Windows line up, doors face each other. But you can make it work in any home. Just pay attention. Feel where the air stops. Then open a door. You'll notice the difference fast. A light breeze on your arm. A cooler corner. It's not much, but it's enough. 6. DIY wind scoop. No wind? Make your own. The Amish use simple tricks to pull breeze into the house. One of them is the wind scoop. Take an empty milk jug, cut it in half. Tape the wide end to your window. The spout points inside. Now face it into the wind. The curved shape catches the breeze and funnels it right into your room. It's like a straw for air. Looks funny? Yes, works great. Every time. You don't need special tools. Just a jug, scissors and tape. Works best at night when windows are open. Even a light wind gets boosted. You'll feel it on your skin. Cool air moves in faster. The room breathes better. Some Amish families use metal cones or wooden boxes. But a plastic jug does the job. Cheap, easy, and it cools you down. Don't laugh at simple fixes. They're often the best ones. 7. White paint on roofs and walls. Sun beats down on your roof all day. Dark colours soak up that heat like a sponge. White does the opposite. It bounces the sun away. That's why Amish homes and barns are almost always white. It's not just tradition, it's science. A white roof can be 30 to 40 degrees cooler than a dark one. Less heat on top means a cooler house inside. You don't have to repaint your whole home. Just hang a white sheet or a reflective tarp over the side that gets the most sun. Even draping it over an attic window helps. The light colour blocks heat before it gets in. It's cheap, it's fast, and it works. Some Amish families re-stucco their walls with lime-based whitewash every few years. You can use a roll of reflective film or even aluminum foil in a pinch. Keep the sun from cooking your home. Let white do the work. 8. Shutters. Not just for looks. Those pretty wooden shutters, they're not just for show. Amish homes use them every summer to block heat. Close them during the day. They shade the windows and stop hot sunlight from pouring in. Wood is a natural insulator. It keeps the sun's heat outside where it belongs. Open them at night to let cool air in. It's a simple routine. Close in the morning, open after sunset. Good shutters can block up to 70% of solar heat. That's huge. No AC needed. Just timing. Many Amish families build them extra wide so they cover the whole window. Some even paint the inside white to reflect any heat that sneaks through. And yes, they keep nosy neighbours out too. Privacy and cooling in one. No wires, no cost. Just wood, hinges and sense. If you don't have shutters, use thick curtains or cardboard. The idea is the same. Block the sun early. Let the house stay cool. 9. Thermal curtains. Not all curtains are the same. The Amish don't use thin, flimsy ones. They hang thick, heavy curtains on sunny windows, made of light-coloured cotton or even old quilts, white or beige. These block heat better than dark or thin fabric. They hang them from ceiling to floor, and they pull them tight against the wall. No gaps. This stops hot air from sneaking behind. Starched cotton works best. It's stiff and dense, holds its shape, blocks more sun. Hang them on windows that get morning or afternoon light. Close them by 8 a.m, before the heat builds. Even a quilt tacked to the wall helps. It's not pretty, but it cools the room fast. You don't need special materials. Use what you have. A bed sheet, a tablecloth, even cardboard covered in foil. The goal is simple. Stop the sun before it turns your room into an oven. 10. Attic insulation with natural materials. Heat doesn't come through walls first. It sneaks in through the roof. Then it settles in the attic. From there, it pushes down into the rooms below. The Amish know this. That's why they pack their attics with straw, wool, or sawdust. These natural materials trap air. They stop heat from moving down. It stays up top where it can't bother anyone. You don't have to use straw. Fiberglass or cellulose works just as well. The key is thickness. The thicker the layer, the better it blocks heat. Many Amish homes have 12 inches or more of insulation. You should too. Check your attic. If you can see the floor joists, you need more. Add a layer. It's a one-time job that pays off every summer. Cooler house, lower bills, better sleep. It's not exciting, but it's one of the smartest things you can do. Heat rises, stop it before it wins. 11. Porch overhangs and vines. The sun hits the window, heat floods in, but the Amish stop it before it starts. They build deep roof overhangs. These stick out far from the house. They shade windows all day. No sun means no extra heat. It's free cooling from the sky. No power, no noise. If you don't have an overhang, you can grow one. Plant climbing vines like ivy or morning glories beside the window. Add a trellis. Guide the plants up. In weeks, you'll have a green wall. Leaves block the sun. A breeze passes through. It cools the air before it hits the glass. The Amish call this God's shade. It breathes, it grows, it works better every year. Even a small vine helps. You'll see the difference on hot afternoons. The wall stays cool, the room stays dark and calm. Nature's air conditioner. No plug needed. 12. Close the blinds. Early. Wait too long and your room becomes a sauna. The Amish don't make that mistake. They close blinds and shades before the sun rises. Not when it's already hot. Not when the glass is warm. Before. That's the secret. Sunlight carries heat. Once it hits the floor or wall, it stays. Trapped. No way out. But block it early, and you stop the heat at the door. Literally. Amish families wake up early. They watch the sun's path. They know which windows get hit first, and they cover them fast. Thick blinds, wooden shutters, even a piece of cardboard. It all helps. It's not about darkness. It's about timing. Do it too late, and you're just locking in heat. Do it early, and your room stays cool all day. Simple, free, and it works every time. 13. Sleep low to the ground. Cool air sinks, hot air rises. That's science, and the Amish live by it. They don't always use tall beds. Many sleep on low cots, or even mattresses on the floor. Why? Because the air near the ground is often 5 to 10 degrees cooler, especially in older homes with high ceilings. Heat floats up and gets stuck near the roof. Down below, it's calmer, fresher. You don't need to give up your bed. Just lower it. Remove the box spring. Use a platform frame close to the floor, or try a futon at night. You'll feel the difference fast. Even a few inches help. Some Amish families switch to floor sleeping in summer. No fancy gear, no cost, just smarter airflow. If you're hot and can't sleep, try this tonight. Lie down low, breathe slow. Let gravity work for you. The coolest spot in the room is closer than you think. 14. Damp sheet trick. Your skin cools down when water evaporates. The Amish use this trick every summer. Take a cotton sheet, soak it in cool water. Wring it out, not dripping, just damp. Then drape it over your body or lay it across the foot of the bed. As the air moves, the water evaporates. It pulls heat from the air. And from you, feels like a soft breeze that never stops. Use it at bedtime. When it dries, sprinkle it again. No waste, no power, just nature's way of cooling. In dry climates, it works even better. Don't use plastic or synthetic fabric. It won't breathe. Stick to cotton or linen. You don't need special gear, just a sheet and a bowl of water. Some Amish families hang damp cloths near windows too. Moves the cool air around. It's simple, but when you're tossing and turning, this little trick can be the difference between sleep and sweat. 15. Frozen sheet sandwich. Here's a sneaky Amish-style hack. Freeze the coolness right into your bed. Take a few water bottles or small jugs. Fill them with water. Freeze them overnight. A few hours before bed, wrap them in a thin cloth so they don't drip or feel too cold. Then tuck them under your sheet, near your feet or along your back. The cool slowly spreads. It's like having little cold zones right where you need them. Some Amish families used ceramic jugs filled with icy spring water. Same idea. You don't need special gear, just your freezer and a towel. As the bottles melt, they keep releasing cold air. Works great in dry heat. Pair it with a damp cloth on your neck, and you've got a natural cooling system. No noise, no bills, just smart, slow cold that helps you fall asleep faster, even when it's blazing outside. 16. Breathable bedding. Only. Your sheets matter more than you think. The Amish don't sleep on polyester or synthetic fabrics. They use 100% cotton, linen, or hand-woven bamboo. These materials let air flow through. They wick away sweat. They don't trap heat like plastic-based fabrics do. Cotton sheets feel light. Linen gets cooler the more you use it. That's why Amish bedrooms stay comfortable, even with no AC. You don't need to buy expensive bedding. Just check the label. Go for natural fibres. Wash them regularly so they breathe easy. Avoid thick comforters in summer. Use a light blanket or just a sheet. The goal is airflow between your skin and the fabric and around your body. When you sweat, the fabric should help, not fight. Change your bedding with the seasons. It's a small switch, but it keeps you dry, cool, and finally, actually comfortable at night. 17. No pyjamas? No problem. When the heat hits, the Amish don't worry about fashion. They think about comfort. Many sleep in the buff, or wear just a light cotton undershirt and shorts, sometimes even just a long nightshirt that breathes. Why? because less fabric means more airflow, and more airflow means less sweat. The body cools itself through the skin. But if you're wrapped in thick pajamas or synthetic clothes, that process gets blocked. Heat stays in, sweat pools. You wake up sticky and tired. The Amish know this. They dress for the weather, day or night. In summer, that means minimal clothing on the bed. It's not about looks. It's about staying cool and getting real sleep. You don't have to go fully naked if you're not comfortable, but switching to loose, breathable clothes helps. Think old-school cotton boxer shorts, a simple tank top, or even a large t-shirt with the sleeves cut off. The point is to let your skin breathe. Air should move freely around your arms, legs, and back. This trick works best with other cooling methods, like a damp sheet or open windows. But even on its own, it makes a big difference. You'll stop tossing and turning. You'll fall asleep faster. And you won't wake up soaked. The Amish don't fight their bodies. They work with them. And when it's 110 degrees Fahrenheit, that means letting it all hang out, literally. 18. Ceiling pulley fan. In many Amish homes, you'll see a rope dangling from the ceiling. Not for decoration, but for comfort. It's connected to a simple hand-powered fan called a pulley fan or rope-drawn fan. No electricity, no wires, just a wooden fan blade attached to a system of belts and ropes. You pull the rope and the fan spins, creating a steady breeze right over the table or bed. Some models even have a counterweight that lets it swing side to side. It's quiet, reliable, and built to last decades. The fan doesn't cool the air, but it moves it, and that's half the battle. Airflow helps sweat evaporate, which cools your skin naturally. Amish families often install these in dining rooms or bedrooms, especially during summer. One pull gets it going. A few gentle tugs keep it spinning. It's like a porch swing for the air. You don't need to buy a vintage model. Modern versions are available online, or if you're on a budget, just place a regular battery-powered or handheld fan near your bed. Point it at a wall to bounce the air around. The goal is movement, not power. This isn't about blasting cold wind. It's about creating a soft, constant flow that keeps the heat from settling. In a world of smart devices, this low-tech fan is proof that sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones. 19. Ice Plus Fan Combo. Here's a trick that turns any fan into a mini air conditioner. And yes, the Amish and their neighbours have used versions of this for decades. Take a bowl, a bucket, or even a baking tray. Fill it with ice cubes. Place it directly in front of a fan. Turn the fan on low or medium. As the air blows over the ice, it picks up cold moisture and sends it across the room. The result? A steady stream of cooler, refreshing air that hits your skin like a mountain breeze. It's simple physics. Evaporation and convection working together. You don't need a fancy swamp cooler, just ice and airflow. Some people even use frozen water bottles to avoid a messy puddle. Others add a few drops of peppermint oil to the water before freezing. It gives the air a cool, minty feel. The Amish might not use electric fans, but they've long placed bowls of cold spring water in front of natural breezes or open windows to achieve the same effect. You can do this at night by your bed, near your desk, or in a doorway. For best results, keep the room somewhat closed so the cool air doesn't escape. Replenish the ice every few hours. It's cheap, it's fast, and it can drop the felt temperature by 10 degrees or more. In dry heat, it works even better. This isn't a permanent fix, but on the hottest nights, it's the difference between restless tossing and deep, cool sleep. 20. The wet rug method. In the middle of a heat wave, the Amish don't just wait for relief, they create it. One old school trick they've used, especially in barns and communal spaces, is the wet rug method. It sounds strange, but it works like a natural evaporative cooler. Take a thick cotton rug, a wool blanket, or even a large bath towel. Soak it in cool water. Wring it out well so it's damp, not dripping. Then lay it flat on the floor near a doorway, window, or in the path of airflow. As air moves across the wet fabric, the water slowly evaporates. This process pulls heat from the air, lowering the temperature in the immediate area. It's the same science behind sweat cooling your skin, just on a room scale. The cooler, heavier air sinks and spreads, making the floor and nearby space feel noticeably fresher. This works best in dry climates where evaporation happens fast. In humid areas, it's less effective, but still helpful if paired with cross-ventilation. Some Amish families place the wet rug under a hand-cranked fan or in a breezy hallway to boost the effect. You don't need special materials. An old towel or picnic blanket will do. Just make sure it's natural fibre. Synthetic rugs won't absorb or release moisture the same way. Re-wet the rug every few hours as it dries. It's not a permanent fix, but on a sweltering night, it can make your bedroom floor the coolest spot in the house. Simple, silent, and totally free of electricity. 21. Mason jar coolers. The Amish don't have electric coolers, but that doesn't mean they can't keep things cold or help cool down a room. One clever trick they use involves nothing more than mason jars and a freezer. Fill clean mason jars with water. Leave a little space at the top for expansion. Then freeze them overnight. Once frozen, place the icy jars around your bedroom, on the floor beside the bed, or on a nightstand. As they slowly melt, they release cold air into the room. Because glass holds temperature well, each jar stays cold for hours, acting like a silent no-energy air conditioner. The cool radiates outward, lowering the temperature in its immediate area. Place a few near your feet or pillow, and you'll feel the difference fast. Some Amish families use larger crock jars filled with chilled spring water from their root cellars. Same idea, just older. You don't need special equipment. Any mason jar works. And when the ice melts, you've got cold water to drink. Zero waste. For extra effect, wrap the jar in a thin cloth to prevent condensation and help the cooling last longer. This is especially useful if you're sleeping on the floor or in a small room. The cold air sinks, wrapping around you like a natural blanket. It's not a full room AC, but it creates cool zones exactly where you need them. In a world of high-tech gadgets, this simple jar of ice proves that sometimes the best cooling system is the one that fits on a shelf. 22. Clay pot cooler. In the scorching summer heat, some Amish neighbours and off-grid families use an ancient cooling device that needs no electricity. The clay pot cooler, also known as a sear pot. It's made with two unglazed clay pots, one small, one large. Place the smaller pot inside the bigger one. Fill the space between them with sand. Then pour water into the sand until it's fully soaked. As the water slowly evaporates through the porous clay, it draws heat from the inner pot, cooling whatever's inside. Some people put vegetables in there to keep them fresh. Others place a wet cloth over the top to boost evaporation. But here's a lesser-known trick. Use it to cool the air around your bed. Place the sear pot near a window or doorway where air moves. As it evaporates, it chills the breeze passing by. You can even place a small fan behind it to spread the cool air, or just let nature do the work. This method works best in dry, hot climates where evaporation is fast. In humid areas, it's less powerful but still helpful when paired with cross-ventilation. The Amish don't always use the exact design, but they understand the principle. Cool air comes from evaporation, not machines. You can buy a sear pot online or make one yourself for under $15. It's low cost, eco-friendly, and runs all day on water and wind. While it won't replace AC, it can drop the local temperature by 10 to 15 degrees. And on a sweltering night, That's all it takes to fall asleep in comfort, the old-fashioned way. 23. Sleep with a pet. You might not think your cat or small dog could help you beat the heat, but the Amish have long noticed something interesting. Pets often know where the cool spots are. While large animals like cows or horses generate heat, smaller pets like cats, rabbits, or small breed dogs can actually help regulate your sleeping environment. Cats, for example, naturally seek out cool floors, shaded corners, or drafty windows. They'll curl up where the air is freshest. Follow their lead. If your cat chooses the north wall or the basement bedroom, there's a reason. Some Amish families even let cats roam the house at night to test the coolest rooms before deciding where to sleep. And while pets do give off body heat, small ones don't produce much, especially when they lie low and still. A cat stretched out on the floor can actually help draw heat away from your space by occupying the coolest zone and signalling where to set up your cot. Dogs too pant and release moisture, creating a tiny cooling effect in tight spaces. Just avoid heavy-breathing breeds or furry animals that trap heat. The key is observation. Let your pet be your personal thermostat. If they're restless, it's too hot. If they're calm and sprawled out, you've found the right spot. This isn't about cuddling for warmth. It's about using instinct. Animals don't need thermometers. They feel the air. So next time you're tossing and turning, check where your pet is sleeping. Then move your bed or your mattress just a few feet. It might be the simplest, quietest way to find relief when the house is baking and the night feels endless. 24. Cold foot bath. Before bed. One of the most effective and, surprisingly simple, Amish-inspired cooling tricks happens before you even get into bed, soaking your feet in cool water. It might sound odd, but it's rooted in science and generations of practical wisdom. Your feet have a lot of blood vessels close to the skin. When you cool them down, your body responds by lowering its core temperature. The Amish, who often work long hours in the summer sun, use this trick to wind down and prepare for restful sleep. About 15 to 20 minutes before bedtime, fill a small basin or tub with cool, not icy water. Add a few ice cubes if you like. Sit on a chair and soak your feet for 10 minutes. As the water draws heat away, you'll feel a wave of calm spread through your body. Your breathing slows. Your heart rate drops. You start to feel drowsy, naturally. Some Amish families keep a bucket of spring water on their back porch for this exact purpose. Others use a galvanized tub near the sink. You don't need anything fancy, just water and a container. For extra effect, wipe your wrists and neck with a cool cloth afterward. This boosts the cooling signal to your brain. It's especially helpful if you've been active during the day or if your bedroom is still warm. Unlike medication or electronic gadgets, this method has no side effects, just deeper, more peaceful sleep. And unlike AC, it costs nothing and uses almost no water. In a world that's always rushing to invent new solutions, this quiet, old-school ritual reminds us that sometimes relief is as close as your sink and a pair of tired feet. 25. Adjust your schedule. The Amish don't fight the heat. They flow with it. One of their most powerful cooling strategies isn't about gadgets or airflow. It's about timing. They wake up early, often before sunrise, when the air is at its coolest. That's when they do the hard work, chopping wood, gardening, milking cows, cooking breakfast. By midday, when the sun is blazing, they slow down. They rest. They sit in the shade. They eat light meals and avoid stoves or ovens that add heat to the house. This rhythm follows nature, not a clock, and it keeps their bodies cooler all day. You don't have to live off-grid to use this trick. Just shift your routine. Cook dinner earlier, before 5 p.m, so you're not turning on the stove at peak heat. Exercise in the morning, not at night. Take a quiet break during the afternoon, like an Amish siesta. Use the hottest hours for reading, mending, or other calm activities. Then, when the sun sets, you're ready to open windows, clean up, and prepare for bed in cooler air. This simple change reduces indoor heat buildup and keeps your body from overheating. You'll sweat less, sleep better, and feel more in control. The Amish don't rush. They pace themselves, and because they're not active when it's hottest, their homes stay cooler and their energy lasts longer. In a world that glorifies hustle, this is radical. But it works. You don't need tools or money, just awareness. When you stop fighting the heat and start living with it, you stop sweating so much, both literally and mentally. Let the day unfold like a field at dawn, calm, quiet, and cool. 26. Eat lighter, cooler meals. What you eat affects how hot you feel, and the Amish know this well. In the summer, they shift away from heavy, hot meals like stews, roasts, and oven-baked dishes. Why? Because cooking heats up the kitchen and your body. Digesting rich food also raises your internal temperature. So instead, Amish families turn to fresh, raw, and cool foods. Think garden salads with cucumbers, tomatoes, and radishes. Cold soups like buttermilk or fruit blends. Pickled vegetables, fresh fruit, and homemade cottage cheese. These meals don't require a stove. They're light on the stomach, and they help keep your body temperature down. Many Amish homes have root cellars that naturally chill food without electricity, so a cold cucumber salad in July is both refreshing and traditional. You don't need a cellar to follow this rule. Just rethink your summer menu. Skip the lasagna. Choose a veggie wrap, a chilled noodle dish, or a smoothie. Eat more water-rich foods like watermelon, oranges, and lettuce. They hydrate and cool you from the inside. Even the timing matters. The Amish eat their largest meal in the morning or early afternoon when it's cooler. Dinner is often the lightest, maybe just bread, cheese, and fruit. This keeps digestion from heating you up at night. And when your body isn't working hard to break down heavy food, it's easier to relax and sleep. No sweating through dinner, no post-meal fatigue, just simple, cool food that works with the season, not against it. In a time of fast food and endless cooking shows, this quiet habit is a powerful act of self-care. Eat cool, stay cool. It starts on your plate. 27. Hydrate with herbal teas. When it's blazing hot, your first instinct might be to reach for ice-cold water, and that's good. But the Amish do something that seems backwards. They drink warm herbal tea, even in summer. Sounds crazy, right? But there's solid science behind it. Sipping warm drinks makes you sweat slightly. As that sweat evaporates, it cools your skin and lowers your body temperature. It's a natural cooling cycle, and it works best in dry heat. The Amish grow and dry their own herbs: mint, lemon balm, chamomile, red clover, and yarrow. These aren't just for medicine, they're daily drinks. After a long day in the fields, they brew a weak pot of mint tea, let it cool slightly, and sip it slowly on the porch. It hydrates, calms the nerves, and helps regulate body heat. Unlike sugary sodas or iced coffee, herbal teas don't spike your energy or dehydrate you. They work with your body, not against it. You don't need rare herbs. A simple cup of store-bought peppermint or hibiscus tea will do. Brew it warm, not hot. Let it cool to room temperature. Drink it slowly. Don't gulp. This encourages steady hydration and gentle sweating. Avoid caffeine and sugar. They make you lose water and feel jittery in the heat. The Amish also store tea in crock jugs in their cool cellars, so it's always ready to drink. You can keep a pitcher in the fridge, just don't over-chill it. The goal isn't to shock your system with cold, but to help your body release heat. In a world obsessed with freezing drinks and brain freeze, this old habit reminds us that sometimes the coolest thing you can do is drink warm. 28. Use a hammock or cot. Sleeping in a bed isn't always the coolest choice, especially in summer. The Amish know this, which is why many families use cots or hammocks during hot months. These raised beds do something most regular mattresses don't. They let air flow under you. When you lie flat on a thick mattress, your back traps heat and sweat. But on a cot or hammock, cool air circulates all around your body. Heat escapes from below and the sides. You're not sealed in like a sandwich. This simple change can make a big difference, even in a stuffy room. Amish porches often have multiple hammocks, where people nap during the day or sleep under the stars at night. The gentle sway also calms the mind, helping you fall asleep faster. Cots are common too, made of wood or metal with a breathable canvas or fabric sling. They're light, portable, and sit just inches off the ground, catching the coolest layer of air. You don't need to buy expensive gear. A basic camping cot works great in a bedroom, or hang a sturdy hammock between two trees outside, with a mosquito net if needed. For indoor use, ceiling-mounted hammocks are an option. Pair it with open windows and a fan, and you've got a natural cooling system. Even in apartments, a cot can replace your bed for a few months. It's less cosy, yes, but far cooler. The Amish don't see comfort as softness. They see it as peace. And on a 110-degree night, peace comes from airflow, not foam. So if you're tossing and turning, try getting off the ground. Let the air move. Let your body breathe. Sometimes the best way to stay cool is to just hang loose. 29. Mind over matter. Seriously. When the heat presses down and your skin feels sticky, the Amish don't just fight the temperature, they calm their minds. They understand something modern life often forgets. How you feel the heat isn't just physical, it's mental. Stress, anxiety, and rushing around make you feel hotter. Your heart beats faster. Your breath quickens. Your body produces more heat, but when you slow down and relax, your body follows. The Amish build stillness into their days. They practice quiet time, prayer, or simple handwork in the shade. No screens, no noise, just breathing and being. This lowers their heart rate, which in turn lowers their core temperature. It's not magic, it's biology. A calm body doesn't sweat as much. A quiet mind doesn't panic in the heat. You can do this too. Try sitting quietly for 10 minutes before bed. Breathe in slowly through your nose, out through your mouth. Focus on the coolness of the air entering your body. Close your eyes. Let go of the day. You'll notice your skin feels less fiery. Your thoughts slow down. Sleep comes easier. Some Amish families recite evening prayers or read scripture in a cool room. Not just for faith, but for peace. That mental shift helps them endure heat without complaint. You don't need to be religious to benefit. Just practice mindfulness. Sit on the porch, watch the sky, listen to crickets. Let your body reset. In a world that's always on, this quiet habit is a powerful cooling tool. You can't control the weather, but you can control your reaction. And when you stop fighting the heat with frustration, you stop making it worse. Stay calm, breathe deep, cool down from the inside out. 30. Embrace the heat, the final secret. The biggest Amish secret isn't a trick, a tool, or a technique. It's a mindset. Stop fighting summer. While most of us curse the heat, crank the AC, and wish for winter, the Amish accept it. They don't see hot weather as the enemy. They see it as part of life's rhythm. And that simple shift changes everything. When you resist the heat, your body tenses. You get frustrated. You sweat more. But when you accept it, you relax. You slow down. You wear lighter clothes, eat cooler foods, and rest when needed. The Amish don't rush through July like it's a punishment. They live with it, enjoying porch time, night breezes, fresh melons, and starlit naps. They dress in loose, light-coloured cotton. They work early. They sit in the shade with a glass of cool water. No guilt, no hurry. This acceptance isn't laziness. It's wisdom. It's understanding that comfort doesn't come from controlling nature, but from flowing with it. You don't need to give up your AC to use this trick, but you can stop letting the heat ruin your mood. Instead of dreading the day, plan around it. Enjoy iced herbal tea on the steps. Sleep with the windows wide. Let your body adjust. Over time, you'll notice you don't feel as hot, not because the temperature changed, but because you did. The Amish have proven that comfort is as much about attitude as it is about air conditioning. So take a deep breath. Let go of the need to be cool at all costs. Lean into summer. Let your skin sweat. Let your pace slow. In that surrender, you'll find real relief, and maybe even start to enjoy the heat. So there you have it. 30 Amish tricks to keep your bedroom cool without AC, even in 110-degree heat. From smart ventilation to frozen water bottles, from clay pots to sleeping on the floor. These aren't gimmicks. They're survival tactics refined over generations. And the best part? Most of them cost nothing. No subscriptions, no apps, no Wi-Fi. Just wisdom. If you try even 3 of these, you'll sleep better, save money, and maybe even start appreciating the quiet, simple life a little more. Drop a comment below. Let's build the ultimate heat survival guide together. And if you found this helpful, do me a favour. Like this video. It tells YouTube you want more content like this. Subscribe. We dive into forgotten wisdom every week. Share it with someone who's currently melting into their mattress. Because in a world of smart thermostats and $300 air purifiers, sometimes the smartest thing is to go old school. Stay cool, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next one.